Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on Friday to catch a little psalm to help you face the weekend. This psalm is, I don't know. Let me give you the background. So there was a period in the life of Israel where Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had come in and he wiped them out, and he took a bunch of them captive back to Babylon. He completely destroyed the city of Jerusalem. He completely destroyed the temple. So they were separated from Zion, from Jerusalem, and from the temple, which in their mind was like being separated from God. It was like being separated from God Himself. So they spent 70 years in that captivity before they were allowed to go back and begin to rebuild the city and to rebuild the temple. And so this psalm is kind of in that general time frame. And well, let me just read a few verses and then I'll kind of let you know what's going on. He says, "By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yes, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hung our harps upon the willows in the midst of it. For those who carried us away captive have asked us a song, and those who plundered us requested mirth, saying, 'Sing us one of the songs of Zion.' But how shall we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land?" So they've been carried away captive. It says they brought their harps and stuff with them. They're sitting by the river. And he starts saying that the ones who carried them away, their captives, started asking for a song. But I think it was more in mock and more in jest than anything else. Let's sing to your Lord now that his temple is destroyed. Let's sing to your God now that this city of Zion is completely crumbled and on the ground. Let's sing us a song, entertain us with a little bit of your music to the Lord. And he says, well, how can we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land? And it's not that they can't sing the Lord's song in a foreign land, but he's saying, we're not going to take this sacred thing and we're not going to use it as some form of response to your mockery and to your entertainment. We can't sing this song in a way of entertainment. They are only in worship. And so he goes on to he says, "If I forget you, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget its skill. If I do not remember you, let my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth. If I do not exalt Jerusalem above my chief joy." And here's what he's saying. He's saying, in my heart, he's saying, I'm never going to forget God. I may not be in Jerusalem. I may never get back to Jerusalem. I may never see the temple rebuilt again. But I am always in my heart going to remember God. And I'm going to always in my heart, I'm going to worship him. I'm going to always in my heart, I'm going to exalt God and lift him up. So listen, sometimes the circumstances of life get to us and get us in a place where we just feel completely and totally abandoned, away from God, far from God, feel like we'll never hear from him or see him again. And what we have to do is we have to make a commitment up front. I'm never going to quit on God. We're going to have to make a commitment and say, I'm surrendering myself to Christ. I'm surrendering myself to God. And I am never going to give up on him. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter what's going on around me today, I am never going to quit on God. I think Paul had this form of mental and spiritual tenacity. He says in Philippians chapter 3, verse 13, he says, there's one thing that I do. He says, but one thing I do. One thing. He says, there's one thing that I do. I forget those things which are behind, and I reach forward to those things which are ahead. Yesterday's gone. You've got to forget the past, and you've got to keep pressing forward to what is ahead. He goes on to say, I press toward the goal for the prize of the upward call in Christ Jesus. We've got to continue to press ahead. We've got to continue to reach forward. We've got to continue to reach for Christ. We've got to continue to hope, continue to have faith, and continue to pursue God and allow his Spirit to lead us. Don't give up today. You may be in the midst of your captivity. You may be in the middle of Babylon. You may have mockers all around you. Don't give up today. Psalm 137. Get out there in faith today. God bless you. Bye.